The things no one talk about. Rejection is a part of the game. For some, it's being able to take care of their kids, the money, and the time that they get back from the club. For me, it affects my relationship with God. Football players, actors, singers, rappers, and you get to dance for them. Talking to people, you learn yourself more. One finger pointed at me is 3 fingers pointed back at you. And what's up, my dogs and kins? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, you're finna know me. My name is Jada D Doll, aka Baby Doll, and we are back with another freaking video. Today we are talking about the pros and the cons of working in the strip club as a stripper. We're going to be talking about nothing but the truth, the things no one talk about. Before we get into it, a lot of people watch the video and don't like. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more videos like this, comment down below what you would want to see from me in the future, and follow all my socials because I know you're gonna want to stay a while. Let's get into it. I'm going to do 3 pros and 3 cons and give an explanation of both. The first pro: building social skills and networking. I used to be the most timid, reserved girl when I first started dancing. Y'all, I used to sit in the corner because I didn't know that talking was a part of dancing. I thought it was dancing on the stage and that's it. So that's usually how I made my money. I would just go on stage and people would give me money that way. I would see other girls sitting there talking to other customers, and I would sit there and be like, what is y'all talking to them for? Like, I would think they just like, you know, I don't know what the heck, I don't know. I didn't know it was such thing as VIP dances. I didn't know it was such thing as any of that. I just thought it was stage and perform and that's it. Any of my strippers in the comments, you know, you meet so many different types of cool people: football players, actors, singers, rappers, and you get to dance for them. You have the advantage when it comes to dancing because you are already networking with these people, and you never know, it might lead to a bigger, better opportunity for you outside of the club. Even if you have a business yourself, you can tell others about it that's in the industry. My first cons: rejection and insecurity. You walk up to a table where a man is sitting at and you ask him for a dance. The first thing that come out his mouth is no. How would you feel? You will feel a little insecure, right? Well, you shouldn't, because there is going to be times where you get told no a lot by people that are not meant for you. Some are only there for a drink, some are there only to watch the game, some of them are regulars and coming in for a specific type of girl, some of them just want a free show. But that's never okay, but it happens. Rejection is a part of the game. There's never something wrong with you personally. Rejection is one thing, but how you handle rejection is another thing. You can always tell them, hey, thanks for coming in. Maybe next time when you come in, you might want to dance with me. And maybe next time that they come in, they're going to remember you and say, yeah, I remember her. I want to dance with her. So never let rejection make you into like a negative person, because they don't like that. That's ugly. Nasty attitude. You always want to remain positive and sweet and upbeat, always, because that's how people remember you. And I know sometimes you may feel insecure from things like that when customers just start to reject you. Never be afraid to go up to another customer. Like, don't start feeling so insecure you go in the back and start crying and stuff. No, go up to the next customer and say, hey, how you doing? If you go in a corner and you go cry, they don't care. You don't want to lose out on money, not them. So go to the next dude and just start talking to him. I bet you get some money that way. If one customer don't like you, another customer do. Just remember that everybody is not meant for you. But the second pro is boost the confidence and body positivity. You will build confidence. You feel like the baddest girl when you putting on your best outfit, your nails done, your hair done, your makeup done. You looking pretty. Talking to people, you learn yourself more. You talk to people about the things that you like and who you are. So it builds your confidence over time. That's why I always say, hold your head up high. When you're walking in any club or anywhere or any audition, anything that you're doing, hold your head up high and don't let nobody see you scared or shaking or in fear, because they don't like stuff like that. They like confident people. Men like confident women. If you keep holding your head up high, you never know when your time is coming. If you're having a bad night, hold your head up high, because you don't know that the next dude that come in, he might have a whole rack in his hand. He gonna throw it all on you just because you're confident. Not because of your looks, but because you're confident in the things that you're speaking about or the sale that you're trying to make. And dancing is flow. Dancing is energy. Dancing is femininity. I got to know my body more from dancing. Like, you see BBWs, you see the skinny, itty bitty petite girls. Like, you see it all, it don't matter, and everybody is beautiful in their own way. So, you know, it's eye-opening. Go to a club, you will see, like, it be some bad girls. The third kind is stigma and judgment from others. Society still has a really bad view on what stripping is and what it entails. Stripping impacts your relationships with others, your romantic partners, your friends, your family, like people who just don't understand what the job pertains to and what you have to do in that job. Sometimes you just feel out of place. You feel like the sheep of the cattle. One finger pointed at me is 3 fingers pointed back at you, and you have some stuff in your closet that you're hiding or that you don't like or you have a shame of or you're guilty of. So hey, don't come over here projecting your stuff on me, because I can do the same just as you. I can do the same with your just regular job. I might not like your regular job. You don't like my job, I don't like your job. Simple as that. It is simply just a job, just like everybody else's, but it entitles something different, just like everybody else's job entitles something different from them. Different skills, different mindset, different tasks. The third pro that I have today is a flexible schedule. I got so much time back being a stripper, y'all. I used to work 7 days a week, 2 jobs. This light is killing me, y'all. I can't stand it. You choose the days and the hours you don't want to work to be my own independent contractor. When you don't want to work, you don't have to work. When you burn out and you get tired, you can take mental health days just for yourself, just to rest and recover and come back to work when you want to come back to work. You get sick, you can stay home. Your family gets sick, your kids get sick, you can stay home. You can enjoy more time with your family, your friends, your romantic partners. For some people, they invest their time back into going back to school and get a degree, getting a hobby. Like me, I started YouTube. As y'all can see, I started YouTube. For some, it's being able to take care of their kids and take the money and the time that they get back from the club. You get to focus on your personal growth. You get to live your life a little bit more, travel the world. If you're a travel dancer like me, I didn't travel dance. I done went to places I never thought I was gonna be able to go to, y'all. To me, flexibility is the most rewarding thing that you can get out of dancing, just because it's freedom. If you're a dancer, what is the biggest impact dancing has had on you? Leave it in the comments below. The third kind is physical, mental, and emotional toll of dancing. Being a stripper is hard and excruciatingly painful when you first start. Being a stripper is physically demanding. You're leaving with bruises and bumps until eventually your body gets used to it. Strippers use their entire body for dancing. You're dancing to fast-paced, slow-paced music. You are using your upper body strength, your lower body strength, your core strength, and body control. Your grooming, hygiene, and body maintenance has to be on point. Very demure and very mindful. You are dancing for multiple hours at a time. Let's not forget, you're doing all of this in heels. You have to have high energy. They can tell when you're lacking energy. I am a performer. I use all of my energy when I'm on stage. Like, I perform. When it comes to your health, you're risking it all the time. You're in people's faces, you're shaking hands, you're giving lap dances. Like, you have to keep hand sanitizer on you at all times or wash your hands consistently. You are at higher risk of getting sick. And no, you don't have to worry about no STDs or STIs or anything like that if you're not doing anything called extras. And extras are people that perform extra activities for men inside of the club, which is illegal, by the way. No one should be doing that anyway, because you're risking other dancers when you do stuff like that, because other men are gonna think that's okay, and then they come to you asking you for extras, and we don't do extras over here, baby. And you're at a higher risk of getting a girl sexually assaulted, so you have to be very careful. If you're gonna do anything extra, just do it outside of the club. You risk your body all the time, and eventually you will get injured. I don't know a dancer that hasn't got injured yet. I have got injured myself. Mentally, for me, it affects my relationship with God. This one hits deep for me just because I'm always working on my spiritual growth with God. If you go back to my previous videos or anything that I do or say, I always involve God in everything that has happened for me or to me. I feel like I would not have made it this far without him. So I always acknowledge him being within the presence of my life. I feel like my faith is violated every single day. You're around temptation. You're around people that are drinking, smoking, lust. You're around things that you just necessarily aren't around in everyday life. Of course, it disturbs me every single day. And it's not like I want to do this. Like, it's not like I want to do this. I'm just having fun doing it. Like, yeah, you have fun sometimes, but sometimes you don't. To me, I am very confident in what I do, but I'm very ashamed in what I do, if that makes any sense. And I try to ask for forgiveness. I try to find ways to hurry up and get myself out of this lifestyle because, you know, I don't want to be 30 and in this for the rest of my life. I just don't. When I first started this, I told myself, I'm going to get a car, I'm going to get a camera, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Like, I told myself what I was going to do. I know I want to invest into bigger and better things for myself. And I do. That's why I started this YouTube channel. It's just hard when you don't know what you really want to do in this life. Like, y'all, I went to school and I failed. I failed. I went to school for 2 years. I was only supposed to be going for 2 years, but then a whole bunch of stuff happened. I got in a car accident. I got hurt, injured really bad, and like I just lost focus, and then I just flunked out of school. So, you know, eventually dancing just came about. I know that God has more in store for me. I read my Bible, I pray, I watch my sermons. I want to start going to church, you know, but I'm just so scared because I don't want people asking me questions. I don't want people judging me, and that's the thing. People always gonna judge you, no matter what place. They always gonna judge you. So do what makes you happy. And I'm going to go to church. I'm going to find a church I can go to. And, you know, people can just mind their business, but like, you know, I'm always gonna be me and tell the full story of who I am. I just want my lifestyle to showcase what God has for me and not what I have for myself. And I know this is something that came about that I just made for myself. I don't know if you want this in the plans. I don't know if this was supposed to be in the plans. Look, I'm just living right now, but I want to live for God, and it's just that simple. Emotionally, yeah, it just takes a toll on you. The whole year of me really dancing, I cried. Half of the time I cried just to myself and to God, and I spoke to God the entire time. When I say I was isolated from my friends, like I just isolated myself and I talked to God every single day. I prayed over the money that I got non-stop. For the most part, I done got a lot of things that I'm just so grateful and thankful for. Even this YouTube channel is just unbelievable how far I done got just in a year. Crazy, y'all. I'm almost at 1K. Another thing, you're objectified by customers all the time. That's why a lot of dancers, we gotta have tough skin. If we don't got no tough skin, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening, baby. You're gonna be the one crying in the locker room. And trust me, I done seen so many of the baddest of girls crying over some men. For the most part, it's empowering, but that doesn't take away the fact that it's mentally draining. You deal with rude customers who don't respect your boundaries, who don't respect the club rules. The money is inconsistent as ever. Sometimes you leave with thousands of dollars. Sometimes you leave with no money at all. That's why I always say save every bit of your money. Save it. Constantly, you have to sit and listen to people, and you have to listen to their stories, and sometimes they're great and sometimes they're the most traumatizing stories you have ever heard in your entire life. Still have to sit there and comfort people and listen to their opinions and feelings besides your feelings. Respect their opinions and their feelings like they're your own. If you were wanting to be a stripper before this, let me know if you still want to be a stripper after hearing this. Let me know in the comments. Besides its ups and downs, stripping will be the most life-changing thing that you do. Let me know in the comments if you are or wanting to be a stripper. That would be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the pros and cons of being a stripper, and let me know what y'all want to see from me in the future. If y'all are wanting to know where my hairs are from, it is linked in my Amazon storefront. Check out all my socials. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And like I always say, stay down until I come up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.